Usually I like to soak each batch of clothes for about 5 to 10 minutes, because when you soak it, basically it softens the dirt in the clothes or whatever stain or whatever is in the clothes. When you soak it for a little bit, it basically softens the dirt, and so by the time you come around and you wash it like 10 minutes later, you don't have to put as much effort into getting rid of those dirt or stains. So next thing, I'm going to take my washing brush. You don't have to do this. You can basically just use your hand and just basically rub. You hold all the clothes in your hand like this, hold another piece, and you basically rub it together. Put some amount of force and you rub it together. You want to focus on the armpits and places that you know will accumulate dirt. Alright. I put a little too much soap in. Are you guys like me? I like to try out new detergents. Alright, so for this now, this is very thin, very silky, very delicate. So something like this, I will not use a washing brush on this because I do not want to damage the fabric with the bristles of the brush. So with this one now, I'll just solely use my hand. As I said, you hold the fabric with one hand. I hold the fabric firmly with my left hand. Then I take another piece of the fabric and I basically rub it against my hand. Do not use as much soap as I do. Yes, I used a little too much soap, but such is life. Do y'all like my hair? Comment down below. For the persons who messaged me wanting to hear my hand, as we call it in Jamaica, scrup, here it goes. Do enjoy. Okay, when you're satisfied with how clean each piece of fabric is, you transfer it to the rinsing water. Some people in Jamaica do wash, second, and rinse. Listen, I am not here for that. I got the time, but I don't want to spend so much time washing clothes. And I'm not out and about rolling in dirt, so my clothes don't require that level of washing. You rub my clothes 2 times and it's basically clean. I rarely hand wash my clothes. I usually only hand wash my delicates, because for those ladies out there, and probably men, you guys know that when you put your delicates in the machine, it basically rips them to shred. Alright, so now that I've washed all my white clothes, I'm going to rinse them and put them into this bucket. Then I'm going to take them outside and pin them on the line. So let's rinse these clothes. Now, when you're rinsing, you don't have to put that much effort into rinsing. You basically just want to get out the soap out of your clothes, and you want to add a little fabric softener to ensure that, you know, when you're wearing your clothes the next time around, it's nice and soft. I don't like to use a lot of fabric softener on my clothes because I have sensitive skin and I'm not trying to be all itchy. So usually when I'm rinsing, I just, you know, basically do the same thing like what washing machine would do. I just basically push them and turn them at first. Push and turn. Then I take each individual piece.
Now that I finished washing and rinsing my first batch of clothes, I put my second batch of clothes into the water, which is my underwears, and now I'm going to take the whites that I just washed, I'm going to bring them outside and I'm going to pin them on the line. So let's go. So to pin the clothes on the line, you want to turn it inside out so that the sun basically don't burn out your clothes. So I'm going to do that really fast and then we head back inside. Alrighty, now it's time for me to wash my delicates. These are very easy to wash, so like scrups, and we're done. Alright, so let's go. Let me show you guys how I wash my bra. Where's the washing? Okay, here's the washing brush. So I focus on the problem areas once again, like the armpits. You want to use very delicate brush because you don't want to damage your favorite bra. I like to wash every inch. Try to use a bigger bath than me because my bath is just so tiny. The water is just splashing everywhere. So when I finish washing my bra with the washing brush, I just basically take the boob part, I don't even know what it's called, the cups, and I just dip it and squeeze it. Dip and squeeze, dip and squeeze. And I do that about 10 times. And then I just basically squeeze out all the water. I don't wring it because I don't want to damage the boning or anything, the structure. I don't want to damage the structure of the bra. So just basically dip it, squeeze it, fold everything into the cup like this, and squeeze it out. And you want to follow the curvature of the boning. You don't want to change the shape of your bra. Then I dip it in the water. Now I'm on the last. Alright, lovely. So now that I finished washing my delicates, I'm going to take, the water is still clean. As you can see, it's a bit soapy, but it's still clean. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take all my rags and I'm just going to dip them in here, put them in, dip them in, because I want these to soak for about 5 to 10 minutes. So after doing this, then I'm going to move over to rinsing my bras and panties. Alright, lovely. I'm going to take those out to the line. I'm not going to take you guys with me. Just going to take them out to the line quickly. Now it's time to wash out my rags. So this is the color of the water, let me show you. This is the color of the water, but I think it's a bit murky and it's getting down low. So I'm going to change it, then I'm going to soak my florals, then I'm going to wash my grays, then I'm going to wash my blacks. So let's change this water. I'm going to throw it away. So let's rinse these out. As I said, I usually just give them a nice push. You know, to basically soften them up a bit. Alright. And you want to change your water when you see your rinsing water start getting a little soapy. So what I'm going to do to conserve water, I'm going to take my rinsing water and transfer it to my washing water. Rinse these another time. You see, the water is much better, more fresh, more clear. We are almost finished. We're basically on the last stretch. Only 3 piles to go. 3. Alright. Now, because I changed the water, I'm going to add a little more soap to it, but I'm not going to add as much, just a little toast. Alright, that seems enough. That's about a 1/4 cup. So, when you're washing florals or when you're washing colored clothes, you want to still give it attention on problem areas like armpit to ensure that you get rid of deodorants and stuff to that effect. But you don't have to go as hefty as you do with white clothes. At least that's how I do it. Missed a piece right here, so it didn't get that good soak. Alright, now I'm going to put my grays to soak. Sometimes I do it like this. Basically get out any remnants of soap. Ooh, I haven't put any fabric softener. Let me give it a little. Smells delectable. Now I'm going to soak my blacks and my tannins. I don't have that much, so this is lovely.